Happy Labor Day.
Ah, yes, indeed. It's Labor Day, so we're working.
It is Labor Day.
Although
and we are
technically,
working.
is this really working?
Not for a while. Hasn't been for a while. Sometimes.
Yes,
But-
oftentimes, like pulling things out of the ditch over the weekend.
How was your weekend? I asked you earlier, and you couldn't pull anything out.
I've just been making tons and tons of promo stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I'm ready to, I don't know, just become this aggressive advertiser. Let's put it that way.
I understand. People got to know what we do.
Yes. What's, part of my hustle porn feed is Hormozy, and one of his mantras is nobody knows who you are, advertise more.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like if you look at any feed that isn't yours, that you know what I mean, where it's like, oh, I see what I post.
Mm-hmm.
So, or I see what gets posted on our accounts. And it's like, well, if I'm not looking at that,
Yeah.
we're nowhere.
Yeah.
And so a bunch of different gimmicks as far as edits. And like you saw, we had some killer stuff. So Jamie Morantabaum came in on Friday.
Hey,
Shout out
Jamie.
to Jamie and Living Dallas, which that was great because, monkeying with, as we nerd out, monkeying with the vertical versus horizontal versus, because a lot of times it boils down to, does the video grab you by look good and does it sound good? And we had the sound thing wired pretty tight, so I don't know. So I showed you a second ago, like the 4K video that way. So we're going to experiment with some other stuff.
Yeah. The goal is like, how are we going to, and making sure we capture it in a way that it can be formatted for the right socials and stuff.
Yes.
Like, we should capture it horizontal. Like, this is horizontal, but it's going to go on YouTube. And and like,
for your long form.
yeah, and then we'll chop it into the reels and things that are going to be on
Yes.
shorts and
trying to systemize stuff and trying to make it to where is it cost effective, to actually come in and do and get in bulk.
Yeah.
Because there's a level, we were saying earlier, there's a level of the fancier you get, the more people are involved. And I mean that's just part of the deal because everybody, especially in real estate, I needed it to be listed yesterday. Can we take photos in 5 minutes and then can I have them in an hour? So with that sort of as the operating baseline, speed is of the essence, but it's like, okay, well, do you want, what is it, the cheap, fast, good?
Yeah, the triangle of
Yeah.
do you want a cheap, quick, or quality?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we're always trying to like dance in through there. But so how was your weekend?
It was tough. My Longhorns did not play like I thought they were.
Who did they play?
Ohio State. So it was like number one.
The Ohio State.
Yeah, Texas got a whole lot of hype pre-season, and because we have Arch Manning. So do you know Arch Manning?
Yeah, is that like Peyton Manning?
It's Cooper Manning's son. So like the third brother you don't hear about. He got injured early. He's not. He would have been a great player too.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, but
Archie Manning Jr. basically.
Yeah. So Archie Manning Jr. And he didn't quite show up the way I was expecting him to show up. So we got our ass handed to us a little bit.
Okay.
So that wasn't awesome. Yesterday, I was just getting things together. These storms that have rolled through have like messed up my backyard. So I've got like some cleaning. I got limbs down. And all sorts of
that
stuff
threw
to deal
off.
with.
So what I was gonna go shoot Saturday got moved to tomorrow, just because it's like, okay, by 11 o'clock it's a monsoon.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
It's like I don't remember. I don't know. This seems to be the rainiest year ever in Texas.
Yeah.
I have these
unpredictably rainy. Like it's not like you can look out in the forecast and be like, oh, it's going to be bad Thursday and Friday, and let me schedule around that. It's just like 0% chance of rain, and then it's downpour in Plano for 30, 45 minutes.
Right. Which then it's like, oh, flash flood.
Yeah. And then everything's soaked, and there's tree limbs down and leaves, and like it's not just the water.
It's
just
the chaos.
Yeah.
And then,
anyway,
did you go to HEB?
we did. No, we missed HEB. I told you. So my wife and I, we decided we're going to eat a little healthier.
Okay.
And so that means like less like Sam's Club, like value snack pack things, and more like fresh greens.
Yeah,
and so,
metric ton of like Cheez-Its or whatever.
Yeah, and I think a few days ago she went to Sprouts and she bought like 4 things for $100, and she's like, I can't do that. And so and then we decided we were going to go to Trader Joe's.
Which is
I
the
love
snack
Trader Joe's, which is the
capital.
snack capital of the world.
Yes.
Because that was a self-control, like a exercise in self-control, because we went. HEB is like the closest night. Like I love HEB, but HEB on the weekend is like not my jam.
HEB
like,
6 a.m.
Especially when you got like a flex schedule and you don't have to do like Saturday at 1 o'clock. So we did Trader Joe's instead. HEB, when we drove by, there were like cars parked up on like the grass and like around.
Like it's
it just
Kaboom
looked
Town.
Absolute chaos. So I was like, I don't know if we can get in, much less like get what we need.
Yeah,
so
you got to take a shuttle.
Yeah, it's something.
That's
else.
why I go
HEB is something
at
else.
6 a.m., 7 a.m. Look, Walmart is also a zoo, but you can't argue with the cost effectiveness. But Walmart at 6 a.m. is a ghost town, and self checkout is a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
Same thing with HEB. Go there at, I think they open at 6. If you go at 6, it's you and the crew.
Yeah,
and
people
that's
like
it.
restocking and
Yeah,
stuff,
I mean,
yeah.
and like they have a lot of hands on deck, but I mean, it's like always a ghost town.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm not a 6 a.m. morning person. I'm like 7 is
Oh,
usually
see,
when
like,
I'm rolling out of bed.
I'm now
6 or 7.
I've now started to watch my diurnal training kind of come in. It's like, okay, fall back. So like, I think my normal circadian rhythm or whatever is the fall at 5 a.m.
Okay.
which is what I'm moving, because like this morning I slept till like 6:20 or something, which is
Yeah,
like, oh
well,
my
really
God.
late,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like what the hell?
No, I have to make myself, if it's before 7, I have to make myself get up. I have to set an alarm like 6:30. If it's after 7, I'm usually waking up naturally like 7 or 7:30.
So like what time? But you're a night owl now.
Yeah, I stay up I usually stay up late. 6 hours is usually my like good
Oh,
amount
right
of
on.
sleep.
Okay.
So like it's where I feel like I wake up, and I'll wake up like naturally in like 6-ish hours. So I don't know. I don't think like everybody's exactly the same.
Oh
so like
no,
a number,
no, you
yeah,
couldn't
amount,
be. I mean, just from Darwinian.
yeah, so just I
Yeah.
feel like that's where like I naturally wake up, and I love to like if I can plan my sleep. My wife's better; she cares way more about her sleep than I do. But I like to plan it where I can try to like wake up naturally. If I can set my alarm for like 15, 20 minutes after when I think I'm going to naturally wake up, and then I can turn off the alarm before it goes off. That's my
Yeah,
win.
I haven't set an alarm other than like having to be like specifically somewhere super early.
Oh, the anxiety! Like if I don't set an alarm, I can't sleep. I can't sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
If I don't know that like something's going to prompt me.
Oh, no,
Even
yeah.
if I take a nap, I have to set like a timer. I'm like, give me like a half-hour timer or something like that.
So like I'm a huge fan of the nap, and I like the 25-minute like reboot.
Yeah.
Kind of defrag the hard drive.
Yeah.
And that came after like 5 years of sobriety, because it was like I was just vibrating the first 5 years. But now I can, and then like this morning, oh shit, I slept past 6:15. Crazy.
Okay. So yeah, weekend was good. We're back into it. I think most people watching this today are hopefully out doing something fun on Labor Day. What's the weather like outside? Are we going to get more rain today?
Yeah, I do believe so.
Okay. Well, hopefully you guys stay dry. We got business stuff to talk about.
Yes.
We got a new thing going on with Corey.
Yes.
I'll
Yes, sir.
let you run that.
Okay, so as some folks might know, we have Studio USA West in the Cherry Creek Mortgage Building in Colleyville. Fabulous facility. And shout out to Brooke, Jefferson, everybody. We are now, starting in September, second Thursdays, we are going to do a monthly with Corey. It's a behind the scenes. So I've said it several times where Corey's always had the energy, and he's always been like a hype guy. He's like the Flavor Flav of middle-aged white guys doing TikToks. But for the life of me, I didn't know there's that kind of thing of like, what exactly are you doing? You know what I mean? God almighty, how many things have we been around where it's like, is this snake oil? Well, it turns out Corey is a total madman on the analytics and the statistics. And so you got to experience, we did a little test run last week, really just to do some behind the scenes and to try to get an idea of like, okay, how do we maneuver this to where it's a valuable hour to come in and actually learn the kind of the abstract and the theory, and then he's great at dialing in, and it's like, hey, this got 36,000 views in X number of, and this is why, and this is what I did, and da-da-da-da-da. And going down that rabbit hole, and that is where the value comes from, because then you see, okay, this actually works, and there's a method to the madness. And the idea being that, okay, we'll make something that is, like Crazy Cat video or something about, your Crocs or whatever, and then you slip the business stuff in. So his entire strategy is brilliant in that he's going to make you popular, and then people are going to find out what you do. That's really it. And I think I might have just given him
Yeah, and so for those of you that are stepping in for the first time and made it through our whole like what'd you do this weekend and are still here, Corey Turner runs a video coaching platform called Corey at Random. He's got a group of crazy folks that love everything that he does.
the randoms are dedicated.
The randoms, and he's through this partnership, he's been willing to grant us some of his time to coach some of these classes. So we're gonna have an hour class it's the second Thursday of every month. So that'll be September 11th. in Colleyville. It's the Cherry Creek Mortgage Building. We're going to do an hour with Corey, where he's going to give you a crash course in what to post, how to post it, what to say, what do we have here, what to say, how to say it, what to shoot, and what to post.
Yes.
Give you a flavor of
that
what
was
he
my
does.
weekend.
Making the flyers.
Yeah, this is what my weekend looked like.
So I was just for those of you that are like first time, you're like, who the hell is Corey? He's a fantastic video coach and communicator, and somebody worth spending an hour of your time coming to see.
Yeah,
and then after we're gonna have some fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, and the thing too about Corey was he's got the numbers. You know, it's like if you get 4 to 10 million views a month, you're doing something right, because you can't be that lucky consistently. There's just there's no way. And so like what we did last week, and then Austin, are you able to pull up? We'll see if we can pull up the teaser.
Oh, show what he did. Yeah. That was so fun.
Yes.
Like, because we did, so last week we had a class with Corey, and then afterwards, what was so cool was he took you through one of the not just like how to make that video, but like how to edit that video to make it
was
look,
like, here's the gimmick.
we got into keyframes, and I'm like, what?
Right.
Okay.
And then he's like, first you shoot the plate, and I'm like, oh shit, we're
actually
like,
doing a
going
video
there.
here.
Yeah, it's like we need
shoot the plate. You're explaining shooting the plate.
It's
to
like
the
hand out
team.
the glossary.
Yeah, it was really it was great. It was just very cool to see him, and we went from no video at all, like he shot everything in studio with the people, to the one we're about to see.
So like Austin's gonna roll the little teaser because we're not gonna give the entire recipe.
I can just let him roll it.
KW Go, sign up today. Not only do you get that free call, once we hit 50 signups, you get a content day in the studio just like this. So here we're going to see how I fall out of the ceiling. You need to set your phone up or your camera up so it's
Bam.
Yeah.
So that was the teaser, but the whole idea was the viral TikTok gimmick of falling out of the sky.
Visual hook.
Visual hook.
Give me a visual hook in the first 2 seconds.
Yes, and of course Francis had done it, and so we've also got Francis on camera saying like, "Oh my God, I did that!" And within 6 hours, it had like 4,000 views. Just nobody knows who I am.
Yeah.
And it was. Proof is in the pudding, and it was actually empirical evidence, like right there in the room. It was like, and then after everybody discussed the theory and the why and the how and the where, then we go into the studio. We go from that's the cool thing about Cherry Creek is that it's a kick-ass training.
You got a
room.
great training facility and in the studio right there.
Yeah, and then you walk across the hall or walk through the kitchen, and the studio's there, and the studio is far bigger than the former barbershop that we are in right now. You could cut probably 6 or 8. You could probably get about 6 or 8 haircuts at a time in here.
There might have been 10 seats in here.
But Cherry Creek is much, much larger, and it's much more conducive to the sort of classroom abstract and then the hands-on, with the studio being right across the hall. And the fact that Corey is a natural teacher. It wasn't like, I can remember back when I first started doing tech classes, I parted everybody's hair. I blew everybody out. 30 seconds in, they're lost. They hate me, and it's like, that is a learned skill, because I think you and I are wired the same, where it's like, if I'm not bringing value, I don't feel good about this. Well, what I think is value, the person in front of me thinks is sipping out of the fire hose, and Corey was excellent at breaking it down and walking through step by step.
Yeah.
So the idea is, overall, we will announce what we're going to do. So we would have something like, this week we're going to teach you how to fall out of the sky. And then after that, we're going to have the hands-on that actually tells everybody this is how it's done. And did we just lose? Okay. So we're going to have the hands-on where it literally breaks it down. It says, so like in the hour in class, this is the app you need. Everybody jump on the Wi-Fi, everybody, download the app, yada, yada, yada. Then when we go in, if you don't already have the app, but we'll pre-bump everybody on what we're going to do. And then it's the hands-on, because I don't give a brand how tech savvy you are. The first time to do something like that, where it was fairly involved.
I'm tech savvy. The first time I tried to do it on your phone, to do an edit on your phone, and I did it for years and years.
Where's
and
the
years
mouse?
Before, so like, it's different. It doesn't matter your skill set. First time for that, there's a curve.
Yes, and so that's what this does. This is shortening the curve, and it was something to behold. And we'll be putting this out relentlessly. We'll put the Eventbrite in the comments, in the comments. And we'll be promoting, and Brooke will be promoting, and we've also got a deal with some sponsors that if a sponsor wants to say, pay $250 for a month for 3 months, bring somebody in that would, that basically would be into doing the class, but also after Corey does the hands-on or while they're doing the hands-on, we can actually shoot promos for the sponsor.
Yeah.
So it's like if Tanner brought in Austin, which would be weird, but could be possible. It could be Austin telling everyone how great Tanner is on camera.
Yeah.
And which of course he would.
I hope so.
Yes.
Please, Austin.
So we're adding that as a value add for the sponsors. So because a lot of times, you sponsor something and it's like, okay, you get your, 30-second, 90-second, 2-minute dog and pony. Then what?
Yeah.
Well, they will literally, within a day or two, have some content that they can put out. And then, rising tide lifts all boats. And then everybody gets a snack or lunch. And because we'll figure that out. It's like, should it be a working lunch? Should it be? So that will be kind of a ongoing project. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
And, then we've got the brokerage option for it rolling out, where we've got brokerages that have a large student body, if you will, have the option to have this, but custom made for them, where we add a private call. So if you're, brokerage, let's say Keller Williams, Ebby Halliday, Coldwell Banker, where you have a very specific brand kit and guideline, well, we will dial that in with your marketing department and put that out as far as with Corey. Because one of the things, did you see the templates and stuff that Corey?
Oh yeah! Oh my God! On the Mighty Network that he has, the Corey at Randoms, and Corey has a subscription service above and beyond this. That's $50 a month starting.
Yes.
I think $59 for our brokerage specials, and
Yes.
then, but $50 for his standard one. And that back end with like all the templates. I mean, hundreds
Daily.
of templates every day.
Daily templates.
Yeah.
And so when we partner with Corey, so if they sign up through us, once we hit a saturation point, we will do a monthly day in studio where essentially it'll be an upgraded version of the class, where Corey will be like, hey, we're going to do not fall out of the sky. We're going to do something.
Yeah.
Same but different.
The pop in, the jump over, multiple. I want Corey to do one where we're doing like a mask. And we're doing multiple U's in the
like
shot,
where you're interviewing
right?
yourself?
You walk in through the kitchen, and then you walk in like out
Yes.
of frame. Like if you're like showing a house, there's like 3 of you that are showing the house. Like little gimmicks like that.
I love it.
Because it's a concept. Like using the concept of masking is something that
nobody's gonna stumble onto that by themselves.
Yeah, it's just something you need to learn, and then that you can apply that to a lot of different.
Well, yeah, and that actually plugs back into like what we were talking earlier about the subject matter expert stuff, where it is we facilitate here in the studio, we facilitate actually making content in bulk. So I think Jamie, I don't know, we probably did say 27 minutes or whatever of actual record time, and there was like a 20-minute lead up, warm up, get
settled in,
yeah,
talk
get
about
settled
it.
in, and then out of that came 24 clips total, 21 of which were useful and usable, like immediately. And so we dial that in. Well, this dovetails in with Corey, where Corey will give you stuff or give you tips, tricks, etc. on what to do with it.
Yeah.
And so it dovetails perfectly in, Corey does the fun stuff where he's falling out of the ceiling or whatever. And then you slip in the business content that is just the educational stuff. Because that was your thing where, like, I can't remember how you describe the subject matter expert.
Oh, what about it? How do I describe?
Yeah, you said something about
kit?
like, we take out the smart, we cut out the smart, or I'm paraphrasing.
Well, we do. Yeah, I mean, like the whole concept of this is being able to bring somebody in that has a unique knowledge about us, all of our clients. That something about something, right?
Yes.
So somebody that has that knowledge, and then have a framework of questions that we can kind of, present to them that they can just knock out of the park, right? And that allows us to extract those little pieces of smart in 15, 20, 30-second clips that we caption, we give back to you. And we have some different flavors of that, right? So we would talk about what we can do, good, better, best.
And we're really dialing it in there too, where we can shoot multiple cameras, and because that's what, Austin's like switching back and forth. So we have three cameras going now. And then we have also been experimenting with the recording vertical. So it would be like if you gave your phone like growth hormone and steroids, where you have a real 4K camera that's dialed into the lighting and everything, so it will take Not that there's anything wrong with shooting content on your phone, and kudos to anybody that's shooting content on any level.
Yes, thank you for shooting content.
Yes,
Yeah.
because that is a requirement in the 21st century, and we're never going back.
Yeah.
That's the thing where I think some folks they want to, and then they think, oh, it'll just blow, and I was like, no, the toothpaste is not going back in the tube, and so for us, being able to facilitate bulk, that is the thing. Content creation at scale is funny because it's been my tagline for this since I was just making a logo, and then now finally it's a thing. Where it's like, oh, you come in for half an hour, here's 21 clips. And people are like,
scale.
whoa, yeah, that is scale. And now we're in the dial it in process of, like you said, the good, better, best.
So what do people want? Like, what is the product that is most beneficial to the people that are coming in here and getting it? Right?
Yes.
And marrying that to a price point, right? As we turn the knobs on
that's
quality,
the
price,
sausage
and time.
making process that is there's moving parts, and like from Friday till today, it was, okay, how do I facilitate this at speed? Because some of it was figuring it out. We're like, okay, if I ask the question off camera, okay, well, that's easier to edit out than if we're sitting like this. So if the person is okay with just being the single point of focus, and I like your, okay, we can shoot two different angles and we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, see what it looks like,
See which we like better. But that facilitates faster editing, which means, okay, we can keep it at $300 and it will not have a pixelated or a lower bitrate quality. For folks that don't know, if you shoot a rectangle and you really only want the middle stripe out of it, okay, well, you just lost all of that resolution, and now to make that, you got to push in further, and the closer you get, it's
more grainy. It
Yeah,
gets
yeah, the grainier.
pixelated,
Yeah,
right?
it's just like if you zoom in on a photo.
Well, you can't just go enhance, right? Like,
Right.
Can't you just enhance it?
rotate 45 degrees,
Zoom in,
enhance, zoom, enhance, zoom.
Like every spy movie.
Oh
in the
yeah,
history.
and you know what? Every once in a while, I get on a kick and I'll go back and I'll watch something from the '90s, which was like Virtuosity. I think was one that it was the one where it's like Russell Crowe's first movie where he's like an holographic serial killer from the internet. Yeah, versus Denzel Washington.
Okay.
And this,
What movie is this?
I think it's Virtuosity.
I don't think I ever saw this movie.
It's like this dystopian, predictive thing where everybody is, plugged in and online, and of course it looks, ridiculous. But that's what I love about the '90s, like future casting,
like Demolition Man or
Yes.
Swordfish.
Oh,
like, you remember those type of movies?
I love Demolition Man. I actually saw that at the theater. I think one of Stallone's last like super gigantic budget movies.
The futuristic. We love that stuff.
Yes.
They didn't know how to use the 3 seashells. Anybody, you know how to get that? No? Do you know what I'm talking about? Austin knows that. They use the toilet.
Yeah.
They have 3 seashells instead of toilet paper, and Sylvester Stallone doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. Wait, is that Judge Dredd or is that Demolition Man?
I think that's Demolition Man.
Okay, I couldn't remember which one I was in. All right.
Yeah, Judge Dredd was a disappointment.
Yeah.
Although the Judge Dredd from a few years ago was awesome.
Yeah. I don't think I saw that one either.
Who's the guy he played the McCoy in the Star Trek reboot?
Oh gosh,
Carl Urban.
Yeah,
Carl Urban from The Boys.
My lack of knowledge.
Oh yeah, we'll get you a crash course on.
I'm not a Star Trek guy either. Like, I just got my wife to watch Star Wars, like the 4, 5, 6, because she had seen 1, 2, and 3 because she's younger.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
They came out.
Yes,
and
yeah.
she,
Those
like,
would
watched
actually be
them
in the
new.
theater.
She saw them like in theaters, but 4, 5, 6 she had never seen.
So what's her take on that?
She really liked it. She hated the fact that you could see when they did the remake. She's like, give me the 1977 version, right? Because like all of the CGI stuff they did in like the early 2000s or whatever, where they remade everything.
The special editions.
Yeah, it was very Disney-fied. She's like, I hate how Disney touched this. Like it felt Disney-fied. Like there's like comic relief in there. Like you'll be walking in like Tatooine or something, and then there'll be like a big fat elephant looking monster that'll like spray water on a guy. Yeah, bantha, and spray water on somebody. Be like, oh my god, like water sprayed on.
Yeah.
Like there's that comic relief in the background. It's like unnecessary,
lame.
Disney-fied.
Yes, and so for any of the super nerds out there, if you look up Star Wars 77 4K 35 on a cul-de-sac or two on the internet, you will find uber nerds that have gone above and beyond the Call of Duty that have done 4K restorations of the 35 millimeter prints.
Oh, okay.
And you will actually see Star Wars as it would have been in the theater, but for today's 4K.
Wow. Okay, that might be something. I mean, I'm not like a huge like Star Wars guy. But, like,
see-
it was just, I just thought it was a masterpiece of its time. Like,
Yes,
as far
well,
as,
and I'm in that age bracket where I was 8.
Yeah.
when it came out.
Yeah.
and I also had this weird, like, completely unique situation where my grandfather had to go to the Mayo Clinic the following summer, which it was re-released, and so I went with him. And of course, it was like 1978, so you're able to take a kid to the theater and just leave him there,
Babysitting.
Yeah, and so whatever deal he made, I got to see Star Wars every day, every showing for like 5 days.
oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so to say that it's burned into my DNA would be an understatement.
That's funny.
Yeah. But,
That's funny. What else do we have? We really went off.
oh yeah. Hey, there's always time for Star Wars.
yeah.
Um,
there's Star Wars.
I think we're probably good. I would say like this week I'm super excited. We got another party
KW
with
thing on Thursday?
another KW. We're gonna KW Urban.
At the end of the week, I'm going to Columbia.
Holy mackerel!
Yeah,
on
you know
purpose.
this? Yeah. I believe we talked about this last week, but a lot of things go on. But we have a friend that is doing a gender reveal party in Columbia. So we are.
I heard the gender reveal part, but I didn't.
Yeah. Well, they're doing yes. So she travels a lot, and he is from Columbia, and so she wants to do it there.
Wow.
I think there were some issues getting him immigration's kind of tough right now, and so like to come for just a party.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it all there, and it's gonna be really fun.
Right
I've
on.
never been to South America, period. So.
I've never left I've been to Canada and Mexico.
Yeah. It's weird that like my wife just has this very nonchalant like, oh, I'm going to Spain, or like I'll be, because of the flight attendant
Yes,
thing, right? So
yes.
it's just like it doesn't really matter where it is in the world. It's relatively inexpensive for us to get there, and so yeah, like I'm on the hook for like 3 days or 4 days.
Right
in,
on. All right, then.
Colombia. So anyway, besides that, Thursday's going to be great.
Yes.
we have shoots sprinkled in. I think I got something going on tomorrow. I got a couple shoots tomorrow, maybe.
And we're gonna start hitting those ARM meetings too.
Yeah, area realtor
Yeah,
meetings.
yeah.
If you're not going to your area realtor meetings now, especially now that the CCAR Metrotex merger is
Yes.
going through, they're really informative, and they've got a good speaker in
Oh
there.
man! And now that they've combined, the chocolate and the peanut butter, that'll just force multiply.
You'll usually always see me at Garland and the Far North Dallas, and I'm trying to make it to more of those. So if
I'm gonna try to make it to Frisco.
yeah, I want to make it up to Frisco. If you guys have, if there's one that you go to, throw that in the comments or shoot me a DM, and I'll make an effort to see you there.
Yeah.
Because I want a reason show. All right,
All right,
Y'all
brother.
take care.
Boom.
Bye.
Oh, love it.